Welcome back. New day, another new workout. I am doing a pyramid today. I, all truth be told, I woke up very sore. I worked out yesterday and then I played golf late in the afternoon. It was very hot out. So today I woke up achy and sore, which is different than injured, just achy and sore. Having done this for quite some time now, I now know that when I'm feeling this way, even though I may not want to work out right away, when I start to move, things get better and easier, and I can do it. So I'm going to work out pyramid. So I'm going 1 to 10, back down to 1. The difference with today's pyramid is I'm doing a complex versus iso moves. What I mean by that is it's a four move complex, and each round is going to be a full complex. Let me show it to you. Okay, so it's a swing, a squat swing, high pull, American swing. Okay, so that is 1 rep. So what I used to do is for supersets on pyramids is for round 2, for example, I would do 2 swings, 2 squat swings, right? And then 2 high pulls and then 2 American swings. Whereas with the complex style, round 2 is going to be a swing, squat swing, high pull, American swing. That's 1. And then I'm going right back doing the whole thing again, right? That's 2. Okay. So again, for each round, the rep is all 4 moves in a row. All right. So follow along. You'll get it really quickly. I've got 22 kilos, so it's on the kind of mid-range for me, mid-heavy range for me, because it's just a lot of swinging. So you're going to be using momentum. Again, if you need to adjust midway through, adjust. All right. So grab your bell. Let's get into this. I don't know. Again, I never know how long it's going to take. I'm going to do it in the 30 minutes. And let's get at it. All right. So grab your bell. Let's go. Okay. Swing. Squat swing. High pull. All right. Boom. Round 1 done. So as usual, in the first 3-4 rounds, I'm just going to pound them out. Give myself more time in the middle. So round 2. 1. 2. There we go. So already, having done a few practice rounds before the video started and now having done these, my body's loosening up. That achiness, that soreness is going away. All right, round 3. Swing. 1. 2. 3. All right, moving right along. You're going to find with the American swing, you try and use all of your muscles, right? Feel it in the back, feel it in the arms. You're going to get a lot of leg work in the first 3 movements there. Okay, round 4. I'm not going to say it yet. Round 4. 1. 2. 3. Whoa. 4. Got caught up there on what move I was doing, so that was like a high pull swing. So that's 4. So we're moving along quite well. It is going to take some focus because there's so much swinging involved that you lose track of which one you're swinging. Whew. Already catch the breath a bit. Okay, 5, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ideally, with the way we're moving, you might be able to finish this maybe in the 25-minute range, which is okay, right? I don't have to go 30 minutes every time. Whole idea for me is I want to move, I want to stretch, I want to challenge my muscles, and I want to get the heart rate going. For me, probably the most important thing is I want to exercise that heart muscle. So all my workouts tend to do that, sometimes more so than I intend. Okay, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't know if you guys watched yesterday, but I was talking about my son dropped his phone in the river, and the tide was too high at the time that he dropped it. So yesterday morning we had a very low tide, and fortunately, when I jumped in the water there, it was only about waist deep. I felt around and I felt it pretty quickly, and so I found it, and it was still on. So his phone spent about 12 hours underwater, and it was still on. So we've got it, in a jar with dehumidifiers, moisturizers, whatever, and it's drying out. But couldn't believe it. I didn't know what kind of condition it would be in. Pretty impressive. Proud moment. Proud dad moment. Okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man. Yeah, no matter what I do with pyramids, it just eats up time through the middle. So that 25 to 30-minute mark is kind of where it's at. And it's funny, whenever I see that like pyramid's next up for me on my rotation, I like to switch things up, and it challenges me to be creative with coming up with a new workout every day. Uh, I admit I do dread it. Probably because the very first time I did a pyramid, if you go back through my videos, the very first video that I did of a pyramid, absolutely demolished myself. So I think I have a bit of trauma from that. I should go back one day and do that exact workout and see where I'm at. It was hard. I think I went really hard that time. Okay, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where I am noticing this is starting to get tiring is on the grip strength. And grip strength is something good to work on. Quite often, if you're doing well, a lot of weights, but free weights with dumbbells. If you're doing dumbbells and leg workouts, quite often the weakest point of your exercise is being able to hold on to the weight for as long as you want to hold on to it. It's not the lunge or the squat or the press. It's holding on to that weight for the duration. So anything that works grip strength is going to be beneficial to you. Okay, let's do 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. So I'd be curious, for those who have done a few of these now, do you prefer the complex style, what we're doing today, or do you prefer superset style, where you do, 8 of one, then 8 of the other, then 8, then 8? I kind of like the complex style myself. So we're coming up to 10, which is going to push us from just before to just after halfway. And we'll get it done just before the halfway mark. So we're on pace to do this by like 27, 28 minutes. I could have cut out a little bit of rest here, but to be honest with you, the grip is where I'm starting to really feel the failure or get close to challenging myself. Okay, let's get it. 10. This is get to the peak. Let's get over the peak here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're over halfway, and we're doing pretty well for time. So you'll notice today I am allowing myself a little more rest. So even though I may want to finish earlier, I don't feel the need to push myself to really cut back on the rest. I've given myself 30 minutes, and I'm gonna make sure I get it done. But for me, none of this is a race, right? When I start to race, I start to get sloppy, and that's when injuries can happen. So I'm gonna push myself, but I'm not gonna race myself. Okay, 9. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, I screwed up there on that high pull again. Just confused myself a bit. Those feel long. The 10 and the 9 felt long. Okay. Let's do 8. Let's do 8. Yeah, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully you're feeling the burn. I'm feeling the burn. However, we're on the downhill. Each round should get a little bit easier. Sweat's coming through. Okay, let's do 7. My ceilings were any lower, I couldn't do this. Pretty sure I got 8. Yeah, these are 8-foot ceilings here, so you got 8 feet, you can do this. Well, it depends how tall you are. Okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starting to see the light here. I'm going to begin to cut back a little bit on the rest and pick up the pace. Not the pace, but the rhythm. So I'm going to do slightly less rest each round here. And we're going to bang these off pretty quick after this. Okay, 6, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving along, moving along, moving along. 5 more rounds. They're getting easier. Great way to start the morning. Heart rate up. Sweat coming on. Muscles pumped. Okay, 5. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo, 4 more rounds. So whenever I post on my videos of the time, it's always the time that I take. So whatever this finishes up at, I'll post how long it took me. But always give yourself 30 minutes for pyramids at least. Okay, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not going to take too long here. I'm going to get into it. I just want to bang these off now. Because I don't want to use up all the time. I don't need it. So let's go. 3. 1. 2. 3. All right, just going to give myself, 10, 15 seconds here. And then I'm going to just keep going. Okay, 2, so let's go. 1. 2. And last one. So grab the bell. Let's bang it off. 1. There you go. I'm going to call it 26 minutes for myself. As always, when you're doing pyramids, you got 30 minutes to do it. If you're only on 4 right now, you're fine. You got lots of time. You're okay. But I'm going to turn the clock off. I'm going to stop the video. Finish up as you need to finish up. And yeah, I think I'll be doing one more tomorrow morning. So thanks for joining. Peace.